Cool. So this is Will from Chill House Studios here today with Juan. And Juan's been working with us here for a little while and had some questions that he wanted to ask just basically about kind of things that artists should know before coming into the studio or just any session. So let Juan take the floor.
Okay, well, we're here for some Will wisdom. So, Will, what are your top recommendations for an artist before coming into the studio?
Well, there are a few things you can know. I mean, I think that you should prepare yourself for the kind of recording you want to make. So if you want to make a live recording that's just your band, the way your band sounds when they're in their space or when they're live on stage, prepare yourself to be able to execute that. If you want to do more of okay, we want to just do the drums, then the bass, then you can record any which way you want to, but I think you just really want to mentally and practice-wise and everything else, just prepare yourself for basically the kind of recording you want to do and the kind of experience you want to have, and just be ready for that.
Okay, that sounds good.
The other things that you can do, I think going hand in hand with that, communicate with your engineer. So figure out kind of what you want to do and then communicate with that person so that you can do that, so you don't have a mix-up where you think one thing's going to happen and something else happens, or vice versa. The engineer prepares for one way of recording and you come in and want to do something different. A case of that would be like if a band tells me, well, we want to all be in the same room together because we're going to shoot video and we want to do a totally live recording, versus if a band says, I want to do more of a studio style recording where we isolate all the elements, but we're in the room together. So those are two different setups. So, you want to be prepared, be on the same page with the staff so that they know, everybody kind of knows what's going to happen. The other two things I think that I run into are, if you're going to record to a click, practice to a click. So you don't want to come in the studio and have the very first experience with a click track be at your recording session. If you want to use a click, practice with a click as a band if you need to, or individually, even better. The last thing I would say is intonate your guitars and basses. Check the intonation on your guitars and basses. If you don't know how to do that, find somebody that does. It's not hard to do. But that's something that in recording, if you have a poorly intonated guitar or bass, it can be problematic. And in this studio, if that happens, I'll just stop and fix it, or they can pick out another guitar or bass. But, that's something you don't want to have to try to fix. You can't really fix later.